Here we go. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. The 140i is finally gonna get some tuning mods. We're gonna see how far we can push this thing. So as pretty much all of you probably know by now, we picked this stolen recovered BMW 140i up from auction, and from looking at it in the ramp, it does have a few aftermarket parts on it. I wouldn't be surprised if it does have a map on it, but we've been modifying it since then. Quite obviously, I put an M2 front end on it instead of the 140 front end. I then put the M2 style rear bumper on it as well, and that is looking sick. But this is the stuff that doesn't matter in this video, because what matters in this video is the performance. Now, the only thing performance-wise we've done to the 140i so far is we put a complete straight pipe from the turbo all the way back out, and it sounds absolutely unreal. Okay, but today we're going to be finding out whether it's tuned or not, and if it's not tuned, be sure enough we will be tuning it. Now, 140i standard has 335 bhp, which is absolutely crazy when you think of it just being a small hatchback, but the 0 to 60 times tend to be pretty irrelevant because, well, it's rear wheel drive. It gets absolutely no grip, and normally this is what happens. But just for you guys, me and Hannah, we're going to try and do a 0 to 60 just so we've got some sort of figures before we go and tune this thing if it's not already been tuned. Let's do this. Okay, so we are ready. You ready?
I'm scared.
The car's in Sport Plus. I presume put it into manual or sport, whatever. Master brake with the left foot, master throttle with the right foot. We are using the Dragy app. Let's do this. Here we go. Woo. Okay. What do we get? Okay, so stock time is 4.6 seconds. That's 0 to 60. We did it in 4.95 seconds. Let's go see if we can improve that. And we are here again at Mallory Performance. Obviously, they've pretty much tuned every single one of my cars, and they possibly could be tuning the 140i today. Don't know, depending whether it's got a tune on or not. I'm gonna say it probably has. It feels insanely quick, but we're gonna find out once it's on the dyno. Let's get it on the dyno, do the first run. Well, let's see. Okay, this is definitely gonna wake a few people up. It is insanely loud in this dyno cell, and a few eagle-eyed viewers may have noticed we've now gone from a red interior to a black interior. These seats though are so uncomfortable, and I really need to get some M4 seats for it. I think that will be the next modification inside. Okay, so we now have Phil.
You can't see.
This is going to be stock run. Should run around 335 brake.
Probably won't because it's matte.
And it's got a straight pipe. Is it going to be under or overpowered? Let's find out. Here we go. Is it tuned? Is it stock? We're about to find out.
Why does it sound broke?
Yeah. Okay, we might have broke something. Something's definitely broke. And after inspection, we found that something was broke, but an easy fix. The main part of the exhaust is actually pulled away from the back box, leaving it to rub on the prop shaft. And it was nice of Phil just to rev the car whilst I was underneath it as well. But after a couple of minutes, we got that fixed and got the results.
And 393.3, so it's got a small tune on it.
393, so possibly could have a tune on it. I guess you'll only know once you plug your wire in. Phil, get your tuning boots on. Okay, so we're about ready for the next run with a little tune on, then we're going to work from there. Now, if you do come and get a remap here at Mallory Performance, make sure you come with some good fuel. And what I mean by good fuel is something like 99 RON. This could be the difference between you getting an extra 15 or 20 bhp. The car just runs a lot better on better fuel. And whilst it's important to have good fuel in the car, it's also important to have good fuel in yourself, and that's where Y-Food comes into place. Y-Food is a meal replacement drink. It's not a protein shake, it's not a diet drink, it simply just replaces one of your meals. So if you're like me and constantly on the go, Y-Food is the perfect healthy solution. So inside one of these there is 26 vitamins and minerals. It's high in fibre, it's high in protein, there's lactose free, it's gluten free, and there's no added sugar. And this is going to keep me full until my next meal. There's loads of different flavours to choose from. My favourite is Happy Banana, but today we've gone with Smooth Vanilla. So now you don't have to worry about your next meal, and also you don't have to worry about the environment as well, because the bottles are 100% recyclable. So to try Y-Food for yourself, there's a link in the description box below where you can go grab a taster pack and find your favourite flavour. And with help from this banner appearing underneath me right now, you're going to get a nice little discount code for that as well. Right, let's see what the 140i is running. Tuned it. Give it a rev.
Here we go again.
That's so loud. Right, run 2. No, tuned run. Stage 2 tuned-ish. Stage 1-ish. Let's see what it runs like. 434 bhp and 600 and how many?
602 Newton meters.
There's 602 Newton meters. Already a massive increase. I think we've got one more trick. Right, this is going to be the trick. Trust me, let's install it. Now this hose is really simple to install, and I was hoping it's going to give us a little bit more power. Here's why. Okay, so here you can see the differences between the two intake pipes. This one's an aftermarket silicone hose. I put a link in the description for these if you've got a 140i. And this is the stock one. So all these ridges are going to cause the air not to run smoothly into the intake. And then there's this sort of box, which I assume is some kind of resonator just to deaden the sound or something. Not quite sure. There's no reason for it to be there. And that's exactly what we're going to put this silicone hose on, so the air can run smoothly through there. And well, actually it runs the other way, doesn't it? Well, let's get this on. So in goes the new hose. I obviously chose blue to match the car, even though it's not exactly the same colour. There's 2 Jubilee clips holding it in, and once it was on, it was time to test if that would give us any more power. And after the results came in, it was pretty disappointing.
435 to smoother.
The 140i then ran 435 bhp, so barely any increase, but Phil tried to make me feel better to say that the graph was a little smoother. Okay, so maybe not loads more brake horsepower, but it has smoothed it out, and hopefully that's going to make the driving a little bit better. Okay, so here we go. It's time to test the new power of the 140i out. This is going to be exciting, and it's worth mentioning before we go out, if you want to get a quote for your car to be remapped, or you want to get your car remapped to unlock that extra power safely, then you can click a link in the description box below. And when you book in, if you use code MATT10 at Malibu Performance, you'll get yourself 10% off. Use it because this discount code is only going to last 1 month, so get your bookings in now. The link's in the description box below. Right, let's test this out. Okay, now instantly I'm in Sport Plus and I'm in manual mode, and I can notice the sound of it is just dramatically louder already. It's so much louder. Now if I do put it into comfort mode, it actually is not too bad. You can drive it, well, kind of like a normal car, but who wants to drive in comfort mode? Now the funny thing is, my Golf R that I had previously, that was 420 bhp on a stage 2 tune, and the 140i is pretty similar in power. The only difference with the Golf R, it was 4-wheel drive. The way that system works, it's almost 50-50 when you pull off, and then it becomes more of a front-wheel drive car. But with the 140i, we've got 435 brake going straight to these rear wheels, which makes it feel a lot quicker and also means we can do stuff like this. But the main question is, have we been able to decrease the 0 to 60 time even by a little bit? Okay, so we've got the same app as before, the Dragit app, and the same closed road as before. Let's see if we've improved this 0 to 60 time. 4.95 seconds to beat. Everyone knows a 0 to 60 time doesn't really mean anything in a rear wheel drive car. It's impossible to get the launch, but this is fun. We're doing it for fun and science. Let's do it. And the results are in for the 140i. New 0 to 60 time of 4.9 seconds exactly. We managed to scrape off 0.5 of a second. It was well worth it. But all of this is beside the point. I put a full BMW M2 competition front end on this and made the rear end look like an M2 as well. But now I feel like this deserves to be quicker than a BMW M2. Now, a 2017 BMW M2 competition is around 450 bhp. And now my BMW M140i is 435 bhp, which leaves us about 15 bhp short. But don't worry, I think we have got something just for the job. Okay, so right here is a hybrid turbo, and right here is an uprated high pressure fuel pump. Now, one option to make the 140i quicker was to take this engine out and put the M2 engine in, which is a lot of hassle. But the other option was this. Now, yes, the high pressure fuel pump and the hybrid turbo are both second hand, but where there's money to be saved, I'm there. This car is capable of over 550 bhp, and that's without doing anything internally to the engine. It's literally a bolt-on job. So we're going to be going from a stage 2 tune to a stage 3 tune, which is going to give us over 100 more bhp. Then it's time for the real showdown. We need to race this against some BMW M2s. So I'm about to crack on with fitting the turbo and the fuel pump, and you guys are going to see that in the next 140i video. This is going to be an absolute monster. Again, if you've enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, and I guess I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.